Guys, this is Philip Joshua Armilia, the trainee event management services in C3. So this is my portfolio. For the table of contents, basically, I divided this into three. First is the company profile. Second is the company manual. And the third is the sample project. So here, uh, this is how it goes: company profile, products and services, stakeholders, sample rules, marketing strategies, then followed by the manual. The manual consists the personnel, accounting, auditing, and finance, contractors and suppliers, the 4Ps, accepting and rejecting contracts, negotiations, project execution, complaint, procurement, promotions, property and equipment management, company performance evaluation, record management, appendix. Under appendix is the forms and permits. I'm doing this manual so that whatever event I might handle in the future, it could be easy for me. Then I have the sample project, which is the marriage proposal. So I have the client profile, the SWOT analysis, the tasks, task management or the timeline, the proposal, the contract, invitation to bid, budget or costing, checklist, and the last is my personal information. We are Gis and Juice Events Incorporated. Um, our business is making memories. So we can be contacted to 0955-419-5389 or through our FB account, Jess and Joss Events. We are located at Block 1, Lot 10, Balangao sa Kalinhong Village, Taguanao, Indahag, Cagayan de Oro City. Jess and Joss Events Incorporated is 15 years in experience because the professor or the one who taught us in this industry or this business had already his experience for 15 years, but right now we just existed for about 3 years. We have 3 regular staff and 30 on-call staff basically. The mission of Gis and Juice Events Incorporated is to deliver sophisticated event experience that exceed expectations, cherish relationships, and leave lasting impressions. We strongly drive to create notable live events that captivate, inspire, and bring people together. Our vision is to be the premier choice for event management in Northern Mindanao, recognized for our creativity, adherence to greatness, and commitment to client satisfaction. We aim to exceed to the standards in the industry, continually pushing boundaries and innovating what is possible in event execution. Our services may vary from meetings, conferences, launching. What we have here as an example is the Apply Conference in 2019 at Tagaytay, strategic planning in 2016 at Xavier University, and facility launching at Xavier University. These are just few examples. We also cater nuptial, family reunion, and christening. For example, the wedding of Mr. and Mrs. Arenilia, the reunion of Nuneza family at Aurora, Zamboanga del Norte, and the christening of Felician Arinilia. Not only that, we also cater outings, festivals, parties, just like the summer outing, Xavier University Library in 2015, XU Festival Days in 2010, and the Christmas party of Xavier University Library in 2018. For our other products, we create souvenir or giveaways, invites, flyers, programs, and we also have rentals like props, sound system, projector, and laptops. Usually, the event head should be the organization president of the client or the company, whoever is that. It should be the client is the event head, because we must agree with him or her whatever we plan in the event. The key executives, if it is a company, it should be the organization secretary, the organization treasurer, and the organization auditor, because they were the ones who are in authority, or usually the organizational president delegates to them to whatever is going to execute, and as an event organizer we have to coordinate with them. For the marketing, it varies depending on the contract. It could be handled by the organization themselves, or they are going to delegate to us, and that should be included in the contract. So the event planner will be the Gis and Juice events and the organization themselves. The event manager will be yours truly, Philip Joshua Renelia, and the event assistant is my beloved wife, Giselle Molo Arenelia. The basic theme on the event that we usually cater, or the teams that will handle a certain event, basically we have the documentation and permits, food and beverages, decoration and venue, safety and security, and the technical people, the light and sounds, IT, handyman, logistics and transportation. Then we have ways and means and aftercare. We always do that, the aftercare. Company suppliers, to those suppliers or contractors that should be on the list, or list of contact should be in the, I include it in the manual. For sample company rules during events, it should be based on the company's organization policy. Like for example, bikini open na event. So the policy goes like this: audience must be 18 years old and above. So the rules and regulations, or the implementing rules and regulations during the event, should be below 18 years of age on the date of the event shall not be accepted to enter the venue. Proof of age must be shown to the implementing team if necessary. Our marketing strategies varies from social media to print ads, newspapers, and flyers. For social media, we have Facebook, paid organic, YouTube, and TikTok. Basically, those were the popular social media platform. So here we go for the company manual. It can make my job easy, or to those who are going to handle um, event management. If you have already your company manual or the procedural manual, it could be easy because you already have the basis, or you have some references in what to do. All you have to do is to maybe in some situations you have to adapt, adjust, and implement. First on the manual is the staffing. First is personnel. The purpose is such to give the opportunity to those talents or individuals who want to be part of Just and Joss in accordance to qualifications required for the position. And second is vacancy. All positions not filled by the internal rank and promotion shall be considered vacant and should be announced publicly, maybe by advertisement, no, to kuha siya, to give equal opportunity. Then for the hiring, the executive director of Gis and Josh should have the responsibility of hiring personnel through the recommendation of human resource management team. Applicants shall be considered through the following process. Must submit a resume as usual. Initial interview by the human resource or the recruitment team. Skills assessment and background verification. Qualified applicants shall be determined and approved by the executive director. For this purpose, for this procedure, we can see that we are not just choosing, but we also giving opportunity to those who want to join to our team. But we have to see to it that they are dedicated, they have the skills for the basic qualifications for the full-time, at least 18 years of age, willing to be trained, can work under pressure, and they should have specific qualifications for the full-time staff. On call, at least 18 years of age, at least 2 years experience, can work under pressure, and excellent in interpersonal skills. They are the type of people that we are going to disseminate or deploy in the field in case there are some who are absent or whatever. Sometime in the future, we may also need a statement of compensation and benefits like salary, allowance, benefits, and also disciplinary actions procedures that would include termination. Also, we also need, of course, accounting, audit, and financial management policies, cash management, payments. It could be an inbound or outbound, and the most important is the auditing, so that we would know if we are not losing, or we would know if we are gaining or we are losing. Contractors and suppliers. In this list, I did not list company or any business entity, but I list here what should be included in our list of suppliers on contractors. I mean the type of contractors or suppliers. But before that, they should be qualified. We have a statement here where it goes: contractors and suppliers should be legally registered and must be in operation for at least 3 years in their field of industry. Issuance of official receipt or sales invoice in every transaction is much preferred. Um, the purpose of this statement is one of the purpose of this is we can be sure that uh, we are not transacting to a fly-by-night business entity, kanang mga wala lang dayon. And we prefer that there should have the official receipt or sales invoice in every transactions. They could issue such documents so that in the taxation, whatever we spend could not be included in documentation at the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Parang tax holiday na yan. 4Ps or business positioning. Money where you are going to place yourself for you to have a successful business. You have the place, price, promotion, and the product. First, the place. This is where the business transaction occur. For our physical location, we are located at Block 1, Lot 10, Balangao sa Calinaw Village, Taguanao, Indahan, Cagayan de Oro City. To make us much more visible to the public, we place ourselves or we locate ourselves in the digital world at Facebook. Our Facebook page is Gis and Jos Events Incorporated. For the pricing, actually price determines the potential profit of the company, the market competitiveness, and it also fuels the company's growth. So Gis and Jos Incorporated make sure that clients pays the right amount for the right service. Our pricing formula goes like this: 33% for the project expenses. That would include the supplies, rentals, services, food and beverages, permits, and professional fees. Overhead and miscellaneous. This is for since we will be operating an office and we will be giving salary to our staff, and we will be consuming utilities, water, lights, electricity. So we have the overhead and the miscellaneous, that would include office and company operations, taxes, promotions, salary, and another 33% that could be the profit. The profit may include the net profit, but sometimes we have to have giveaways, so we include there the freebies, promos, and discounts. For promotions, since we use our FB page as our digital location, so we make sure that we can increase our clients' awareness about the existence of the company, since the strongest promotional venue for the small business like us is the social media. Then Gis and Jos Events Incorporated must create entertaining content about our services that may fuel the increase of engagement on social media platforms. And the same time or the same way, the number of followers and reach will increase as well. For the product, uh, our business is making memories through the reliability of our services. Also, Gis and Gis Events Incorporated is not just a company you can rely on, but also a team you can work with. That's why on the previous slides, we include there in our stakeholders that it should be the client or the organizational president is the event head. Accepting and rejecting contracts or projects. Client's information sheet. Clients should fill in the client information sheet. It is for Gis and Gis Events Incorporated use only, and it should not be considered It should be considered confidential because we have the privacy law. We could not divulge whatever the client's information in the information sheet to the public. Meeting or interview with the client. Meeting with the client should be employed or exercised to confirm and clarify the data gathered from the client's information sheet. Also, more information from the client will be revealed, especially his or her preferences and specifications. Out of that client information sheet and interview with the client, then we could have the project SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis will be used to build up data that can be utilized in formulating project proposal. So whatever the result of the SWOT analysis, that data is the one that we are going to use for our proposal. Then presentation of the proposal. Proposal shall be presented to the client a week after the meeting or interview. It should include the event draft, the package, and the price. In this way, there is no time could not be wasted on making a lot of options, since the client could express his or her preferences. After the presentation, a negotiation will happen. This is how we handle the negotiation. Price should always be reasonable. Price can only be lowered. Our price can be lowered, but not on the expense of the quality. In every business, quality should not be downgraded, so that we can have projects. It's a complete no. Then acceptance and rejection. On the event, when the client agreed on the event plan, package, and price of the project shall be accepted. If it's a yes on the plan, package, and price, then the project will be accepted. Project rejection will only be employed when it is impossible to negotiate with the client. So, dili gud siya pwede. Because it is already impossible. And or the project is unachievable or in conflict of schedule of another project that was accepted prior to the acceptance of another event, para dili conflict or dili sapaw. Then contract signing. The client will be notified When the plans is established and the project contract shall be reviewed by Just and Just Events Incorporated and the client, him or herself, para walay mahay. Project execution policies and standards. First, planning. The project planning shall involve the stakeholders. This means there should always be participation of the client themselves through constant communication or consultation. Then, tasking. Tasks shall be disseminated among the teams involved to ensure that everything can be anticipated. Just like expect the unexpected. And in this type of business, event management, there's no such thing as I. It's always we. So there should have a teamwork. Then the timeline. Schedules shall be synchronized among the teams. Hindi magsapaw-sapaw. And even the schedules of the event teams, no, kailangan synchronized or organized. Then the run sheet. Since timing is very crucial in every event, the run sheet shall be formulated according to the task assigned to each team, and each team run sheet shall be synchronized and based on the overall event run sheet. Update or revision shall only be considered with the approval of the event manager. The purpose of this, para dili mga magkarambula during the event. Then evaluation. We will always imply SWOT analysis, because SWOT analysis is a very effective evaluation tool. I think this is got from the theory from total quality management, and I really like this evaluation tool. Then there should have a statement of complaint on how to handle the complaints, then procurement policies, property and equipment management, company performance and evaluation, and record management. There should always be record management so that we can look back, or we can trace, or we can refer to the records if something comes up. Then we have the appendix. On the appendix, you can have forms and permits. I think it's the end of the manual. In this type of business, there should be a manual, since it is it's some kind of business that is always on operations. They should always have the basis on what to do. And if you do have the manual, then it's not difficult anymore to execute, because you already know the things that should be done. And this is the sample client information sheet. It should consist the client's name, contact information, which includes the mailing address, the mobile number, FB name, and email. Then what type of event yang gustong ipaplano or ipa-handle, then the inclusive date or the date itself, the location, preferred type of venue or venues. Then in this way, you already know the preference of your client. Then expected number of guests, and inclusions that he may specify in the form. If you could not gather such information in this information sheet, then you can have an interview with the client.